Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, I'm going to begin constructing a U.S. history trail. Now, I realize that the server does not have many academic uses, and so I'd like to alleviate those a little bit. Let's start by establishing a basic kind of path here that travels inexorably westward, much like the United States' own history. You know, it started off on the Plymouth Rock. Well, technically it started off earlier with the Icelandic landings and the, Southern Caribbean landings and whatnot. But, we're just going to streamline things here. And we're going to say it started somewhere in the east and proceeded somewhere to the west. Actually, you know what? Let's fix this. Let's add, parenthetically, overly simplified. This is an overly simplified future site of a U.S. history trail. Great. So we've got some little trail pieces here, and looks like the trail is going to continue this way for a bit. Might want to get some of this out here just so we have it. What I was thinking is that the trail would measure years in some sort of blocks. So we would have like a welcome area that would be kind of here, kind of around the trail. And we would have the first mile marker, or trail marker here, that would indicate, whoops, that's lame sandstone. Let's get the good stuff out. Boom, smooth sandstone. Yeah, that's some classy sandstone. Okay, so let's say that the first year marker is going to be 1776, because that's generally agreed upon as the birth date or birth year of the United States, which is most famously known for producing Domino's Pizza. It sounds Italian, but it's American. It's funny, because you'd think that much like champagne, which you could only sell in the Champagne region, you'd only be able, or produce in the Champagne region, you'd only be able to produce Domino's Pizza in Domino, Italy. But not true at all. Okay, so what I'm thinking is each year we'll probably have maybe 6 blocks to it, maybe less, maybe only 4, divide them up into quarters, and then we can have branches off of that. So this is going to be 76, and we're going to go ahead, oh, these extra seeds and stuff everywhere are going to make problems for us. We're going to have, so this would be like January through March of 76, then over here, April through June, July through September, October through December, and then boom, we are over here in 75 now. That seems kind of close, but when you think about how long American history is compared to British history, we might want to space that out a little bit more. Let's give them 2 months per each. So this was block 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is actually going to be our new 1775 marker. And we're probably going to want to be consistent about those in some way down the line. Not now, because, lazy. Okay, so we've got 76, 75. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, 1, 2, 3, is just kind of indicate the third one with that. And then on the... Wait, so actually that's the fourth one. Oh, isn't it? Yes. Wait. Yes. So that's the midpoint there. And then this would be 1777. And this will go on for quite a few blocks, as you may imagine. So I'm going to need to keep marking these out and kind of getting... whoops, that one's in the wrong place. Getting this done as time progresses. I'm thinking that on the ones where it cuts down like that, I'm going to go ahead and... So let's see, 1778. Going to go ahead and make them 3 tall. So they're always 2 tall from the perspective that you're coming from. And I'm thinking that the trail should be kind of a mixture of gravel and maybe something else. Maybe podzol down the line might look good, or a cobblestone. And then eventually there will be kind of little things that come off the trail, like little lines of redstone that would then point to like events. So like, let's say I wanted to do something about an event that happened mid-year in 1776. I could have some sort of marker... Dang it. You're a skeleton. That means you deserve nothing but the best. Sword in your face. Okay. So, like, what I could do then would be put up a sign here that said something like, let's see here. Oh, this is 75. What? How did I count down? Okay, so this is already going terribly. Yes, that's better. So all these are going to have to go. But you get the general idea. Actually, I should be using this because it's got that undead killer thing. Okay, so if I wanted to talk about something that happened in July of 1776, like, for example, July 2nd, when they made that whole fancy Lee resolution, I could just go ahead here. And so this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July would be right where the torch is. Oh, hey, I would love to have your chainmail for myself. I got chainmail. I gotta get rid of some of this other stuff. Bye-bye grass. Bye-bye flesh. Okay, gotta get rid of something else. Bye-bye dirt. Boom. Oh, that's some good chainmail. Unbreaking 2 projectile protection. Excellent. So, anyway, I could go ahead and put a special marker here indicating that July 2nd, 1776, Lee resolution. Ta-da! Or something like that. And then what I would do is I would have that kind of segment this way and then build some sort of structure built around, like, okay, well, where did that take place? And probably shouldn't use the fancy stone for that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, and you know what I might also do is let that guy die to death. So this is why we have the lame sandstone for these groundling parts here. I could also switch this to July 4th, which is the famous Declaration of Independence. Don't hit me away. Boom. Okay, one less zombie to worry about. So then, you know, like I said, I could have some sort of stage. Dang it. You fellas sure are persistent. As long as I'm not hitting my signs by accident, that's fine. Okay, so then I would, you know, build some sort of structure here. I'm kind of just brainstorming or talking out through the process. So this is 77 here. So then this is 1778. Done. Oh, and this is an additional zombie. 1779. So you guys get the core concept at this point. And this trail, if you followed it, would probably eventually take you pretty much to the new hermit town by the time you got to the present day. Hello, a dead zombie. Wow, lots of you like hanging out here at Spawn, I see. So let's go ahead and start just kind of, wow. Am I the only one on the server? No, of course not. If I was, then all these things would go away when I... Uh-oh, creeper. Let's not have a creeper immediately destroy our brand new path. Destroy someone else's brand new path, creeper. Oh no, now I'm in a pit. Probably made by another creeper earlier. Man, there are just so many creatures here that want to see me. Oh man, so many zombies. So in terms of feasibility, this project is totally feasible as long as it's not at night. Uh-oh, baby's awake. Gotta go tend to her anyway. Time skip. Welcome back, everybody. Some of you guys are probably wondering, Joe, why are you standing in the middle of this fieldy area near a swamp with a bunch of water? Well, let me tell you, it's because I've made a good deal of progress on this here timeline. I've got signs all the way out to 1858. And let me tell you, I wish that I had thought to do all the signs in vertical alignment originally, because it looks way better. There's 1857, 1856. How stupendous can you get? All these different years looking amazing. Did I just run out of my little magic powder thing here? Boom. More magic. Away we go. I decided for every major, not sesquicentennial, demi-centennial, I'm going to go ahead and every 50 years put a big bright red block on top. And for every decade, I'm going to go ahead and put an iron block on top. And it turns out I have a ton of iron blocks because there's an iron farm nearby, which is helpful. So I've tried to keep the rise and fall here generally acceptable for horses, I'm not on my horse right now because I wanted to have the utmost of control as I kind of ran you through this. Once I get... Whoa, this one's missing a sign. Let's fix that real quick. 1826, done. Once I get more of an idea of what sorts of objects I'm going to build along the side of these, I'm going to start putting in new structures and all that sort of thing. For the example, though, I think for 1776, I'm going to go ahead and build a Liberty Hall. So I've just been collecting some, what do you call it, clay, and I'm going to need to get a clock and some quartz and stuff. So I think that'll look pretty cool once it's done. But in this episode, I just really wanted to establish the core structure of the path. As you can see back here, I didn't know yet how awesome it would look to have the year in, tall vision mode. And, whoops, regretting that. But anyway, so let's see. And then I've also built a small visitor center here. And that'll kind of give me somewhere to keep my horse and the materials that I'm using for the builds right now. Got some furnaces, that sort of thing. I did a kind of weird roof out of iron here, because it turns out we have like 1,000,000 iron. Like, I'm serious, like, this is an amazing iron farm. And I knew that, like, objectively, I understood that. But it wasn't until I came down here to where the actual, like, iron goes that I realized how crazy it is. You know what these are? These are chests full of iron blocks. And you know what these are? These are chests full of iron bars. It is insane how much iron we have. I wish I would have known that up front, because I might have incorporated that into the markers there, though I think the sandstone looks kind of classy. One last thing I did want to do, though, before we call this video to a close. Actually, let's get the horse back in the pen, for which we should probably, like, close all the things so the horse doesn't escape. Boom. Good job, horsey. You stay there. I wanted to go ahead and remove this noob pillar here, because I don't think it really fits with what we're trying to do. As much as the Washington Monument is an exceptional monument to American Washingtonianness, I really feel like this cobblestone structure is a mockery of it, and should be abated. Boom. That's done. So, anyway, then that means that I can go ahead and, start work in the next video on getting some of these things here. I've kind of cleared an area that I'm going to use for my Independence Hall. And I'm also thinking about possibly doing some sidelines or side timelines that split off that would be geographic. So, for example, when we get to the year that Lewis and Clark went on their expedition, I might have a path that goes perpendicular to this one and then covers their expedition going that way. I don't know, that might be too crazy or too ambitious. But you know me, I'm never too anything. So, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.